reboots are killing Hollywood and it's our parents' fault.
We've got 3 main reasons why we're blaming Gen X for one of the biggest downfalls of creativity in Hollywood. Welcome to Couchlock, the movie podcast. This week we blame parents for movies being ass. Look, okay, I get it. Look, I get it, okay? Look. The stock market was nice. People could afford houses. Creativity was on a rise. The industry
National
was booming.
tragedies weren't really a thing, you know?
Our parents got better movies than we did.
You're not wrong.
And I'm kind of angry about it. But also, like, that doesn't mean we have to remake everything.
I think
Not
there's
everything needs
there's a
reboot.
big reason why this happens. And it's not even about the movies. It's because there was a golden age of midnight releases where people were getting dressed up and lining up and camping out, and they're trying to get that back with the same movies, but it's just not like, I want that too. I want to be that excited for a movie. I want to camp out on the streets of San Francisco with all the homeless people for 24 hours to see Indiana Jones. But
God.
it just does not.
Even with the reviews it's getting?
It just does not excite me enough to do that.
Yeah, I remember going to Star Wars movie premieres when I was a kid with my uncle, and it was like the best shit ever. I was staying up late and I had junk food and it
Right.
was Star Wars, and it was like everybody had been there waiting forever, so we were all excited to see the movie. It wasn't like just this like casual, oh, like maybe I could catch it on a streaming channel, like maybe I could just stream
Yeah,
it
I'll
later.
just
You know what I
wait.
mean? Like it was a fucking party. Like, let's go. People showing up with lightsabers and shit.
Yeah,
And
totally.
I went to go see the new Star Wars. Like Rogue One was a banger. I'm not gonna touch that.
Mhm.
But like the new trilogy, oh my god, I did not leave the theater feeling anywhere near as hyped as I did as a kid.
Just a
And
bunch of
large
people
part
in
of
a
that-
theater going like,
This sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it was like, no, like the midnight movie party is over. And
Yep.
it's sad, man. But this is what it means though, right? Because like, how does this make the reboots our parents' fault? Is because I feel like if it's sad for us, imagine how sad it has to be for our parents.
they're desperately just clinging on to it.
They're like, please, please, Lord, make this Indiana Jones good. Please.
Please bring Luke Skywalker back again. Just one more time.
And it's like, have we not been slapped in the face enough times to know that this is not going to end the way we wanted to? This is not going to satisfy
Yep.
that same sense of, oh, like, the midnight movie party is over, you
It's
know?
over.
Like, it's over.
This nostalgia does some crazy things to people, man. Does some crazy things to people.
Nostalgia is one hell of a drug, man.
You gotta stay off that nostalgia, man. Once you're on it, there's no getting off.
Honestly, not even. You know what it's more like? Is like, you know how like fast food just puts MSG on everything to make it taste decent?
Yeah.
Directors and like story writers are like, let's just sprinkle some nostalgia on it and it'll be okay.
That's such a good comparison because that's so true.
This will make everything taste better.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, the movies rely on phrases, items, like the same story arcs of characters using the same items they've already used to go through the story they've already been through.
Put the recycling bin out, right?
It's rendered meaningless at that point because we've already seen it. It's already happened, and then it often nullifies what happened to them in the original stories. Like, I'm thinking Luke Skywalker here specifically. Like his lightsaber means nothing in the new movies. Like his lightsaber doesn't mean anything, and then his story didn't mean anything.
I think a big part of the whole nostalgia you know, scenario is it's aimed at our parents. Like that's what they're hoping gets the clapping moment from our parents at the movie theater. Like the Flash, like Christopher Reeves was not in the Flash for
Oh
us. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
right.
Like there's just so many instances of that. Rebooting Indiana Jones, like they tried to do this before with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and it was horrible. We didn't like it. Nobody liked it. So why are we doing this again? Like
Let's go
this is
around one more
literally
time.
one more time on the circle. So it's not like really Gen X is to blame for this, but it's definitely their fault because they're the biggest nostalgia suckers. You know, it's not their fault, but it's just how it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, like they are the target audience for this nostalgia. And I know how I just said it wasn't their fault, but this kind of leads me to reason number 3.
Indiana Jones isn't out yet. Okay, so we cannot
Mhm.
say whether the movie is good or bad, but the reception of it so far has not been
It's
good.
been less than ideal.
Yes. And James Mangold is the director of that, which he did Walk the Line and Logan, which are both
Which are both
amazing
fantastic.
films.
So fucking
And
good.
um
Logan's a little rebooty though. Just saying.
Logan
just
is
saying.
a little rebooty, but it's still original enough.
I mean, it was at least an original take on it. It was well done at least. It wasn't fucking Ghostbusters.
Oh my god. Well, and so J.J. Abrams doing Super 8 and producing Cloverfield and some like original kind of horror-ish movies to directing the Star Wars sequels. Like when
Mhm.
these directors are put in a box, no matter how much love they have for the original story, they're always going to be in a box.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Cause Cloverfield sparked a whole franchise of its own,
Mhm.
honestly, and kind of like revived like that handheld, like
The found
what's it
footage.
called? The found footage kind of style. It was so good. Yeah, hell yeah. But J.J. Abrams, you arm him with a fucking Star Wars movie, and the man is dangerous. It was not good.
Yeah.
That was not
Well, and
good.
I'm that's what
Which
I'm
is the
saying.
point,
It's like
right? It's
that's the
like,
box they're in. Like they're confined
yeah.
creatively. I mean, they tried to remake Texas Chainsaw like 3 or 4 times, and none of them even
Dude.
came close to the original magic that the original had.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to do this reboot recipe, but they don't know the recipe. Like they're just trying to like kind of like guesstimate the ingredients there, throw it all together, and man, no amount of nostalgia is gonna make it hit. No amount of
Yeah.
nostalgia is going to make me be okay with Rey and Kylo Ren kissing.
Mwah.
I feel like these directors thrive when they're like there's more of a pick up and go rather than this huge crazy production that has to fit in this story with all of these other stories that are also
Yeah.
going on. It has to do this, it has to do that. I think when they're just able to pick up and make a movie that is disconnected, they're able to really flex their creative muscles. And I think instead of relying on the same stories and characters, create new stories and characters that's going to give you the feeling that you originally got from those characters that you do love. Go off of the feeling of that rather than going
Yes.
with exactly like what feeling did R2D2 give you? Create a character that gives you that same feeling rather than cr- doing R2D2 again, you know?
Yes, these directors and story writers have great vision. We just were ready to see a different one, you know?
Right.
I think we're onto something though. I think technology is advancing faster than ever before. We're learning new ways to communicate and tell these stories in interesting and exciting ways.
I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Cautiously hopeful. You know,
Cautiously.
I think we're on the verge of a breakthrough with I mean like the writers strike and everything with that going on to
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
movies putting more money into their budget and audiences not responding to the same tropes that we've been seeing. And I'm also pretty sure this video is going to piss some people off.
Well, it depends on what age you are.